And then to further make the case that we have Republican leaders who are not only not tamping down this right-wing, let the blood of patriots spill to cleanse our process, whatever it is, Second Amendment, they're coming for our guns. Second Amendment's going to be a remedy, as Sharon Engel said, about health care. I mean, is there any ambiguity there? Well, let's listen to a right-wing talk radio host. Well, so you can't blame politicians for what radio hosts say. Let's listen to a right-wing talk radio host who says at a public event that she doesn't even care if she's being YouTubed for. Let's see what she says. I think this was in October of 2010. Well, you can't blame politicians. This woman, after saying this stuff, was hired as the chief of staff of Alan West, a Republican freshman Tea Party guy, after she said this, probably because she said this. Now, I think he subsequently had to fire her, but listen to this.
And I don't care how this gets painted by the mainstream media. I don't care if this shows up on YouTube, because I am convinced that the most important thing the Founding Fathers did to ensure me my First Amendment rights was they gave me a Second Amendment. And if ballots don't work, bullets will. I've never in my life thought that the day would come where I would tell individual citizens that you are responsible for being the militia that the Founding Fathers designed. They were very specific. You need to be prepared to fight tyranny, whether it comes from outside or whether it comes from inside. And we are at a moment in history where I have a president who has declared to the entire world that he cannot secure my borders, that he cannot get rid of people who don't belong in this country, which means he cannot do his job. And when you cannot do your job, you gotta go home.
So now we have... Now look, I have no problem with her spewing her crap about he's not doing his job, he's a bad president, he should be impeached. That's all well and good. That's what they do. But if ballots don't work, bullets will. This is the day that I ask my fellow citizens, the day has come, you're responsible to be a militia. And then she's hired after that. Hired by a Republican congressman to be her chief of staff. You cannot tell me. This is just, it goes beyond this guy not standing up, this congressman, and saying, hey, this rhetoric is bad. He hired her. He rewarded her for this. So, yes, the alleged killer being held in custody more than likely has some deep-seated psychological problems. But that's the type of people who are the first to go and shoot up people when you have the supposedly most, who we look for in this society to be more responsible about these things. Rappers? Are we supposed to look to rappers to be more responsible? Are we supposed to look to sports figures? To whom? To whom? Other than our elected leaders. Who has the highest obligation in this society to be most responsible? Musicians, comedians, actors, dentists, or elected leaders? I think the answer is fairly obvious.